As you may be aware, password is the gatekeeper of all your digital assets. It has to be strong, it has to be robust, should not be easily breached by anyone. So we are going to see now what is a password, what are the guidelines for a password, how to create a strong password. The guidelines for the password is it should be as strong as possible, basic. Okay, better to have it as a mix of alphabets, numbers and special characters like plus, asterisk, at, ampersand. All these symbols are called special characters. Even in alphabets, have it as a combination of uppercase letters and lowercase letters, or some people call it as capital letters or small letters. It has to be a mix of all these things to make it as strong as possible. In addition, the password should be as long as possible, but a minimum of around 20 characters is always recommended as a password for that. So how to create this password? How to create a password with about 20 characters, 25 characters, etc. onto that? For that, what is recommended is to use what is called a passphrase. What is a passphrase? Passphrase is nothing but a combination of alphabets, numbers, special characters, etc. It need not have any meaning. You can create a small phrase which will not have any meaning. It need not be grammatically correct also. So these are some of the basic guidelines for creating a passphrase. Over the passphrase, we will add something more to create a password. Let's move on to see as to how we can create a password using a passphrase. So on the screen you can watch a step-by-step guide. Okay, as to first of all we'll create a passphrase. How to create a passphrase here. So create a sentence, not necessarily having any particular meaning. It can be anything of your choice. Say, for example, I have taken here orange ants eat blue cats. Doesn't make any sense. Need not make any sense onto that. Then next one. Now this is a basic phrase over which you create your own rules. It is completely up to you to create these rules here. Make any one character, one letter of this as a capital. Say A. So when once you say orange ants eat blue cats, in that you make the A as a capital. How the phrase now changes. See here. This is how it changes. Now create one more rule here. Remove all the blanks within that. Okay. Now the phrase assumes this part. Okay. Now add your favorite year, something, your date of birth or year, this one, or your friend, son's date of birth or daughter's date of birth. Some year that is close to you. Or it can be anything. I just say year. It can be anything. Just add some year to that with some special character to that. So you can see here, orange ants eat blue cats at 1983. I have added here. Doesn't make any sense here. It is not going to be easy for anybody to catch. Now this is going to be your passphrase. Now you can keep this. You can create something which you can remember very easily. That's all. It's not necessary you should do only orange ants, etc., etc. You can say I was born at Mumbai. From there you can do all these things there. Okay. So now, this is a passphrase now. Now for Gmail, you can create a password. How to create a password? Have the passphrase, then *G or +G or @G. It's up to you. For Yahoo, you can have *Y. For again Facebook, again say net banking account, whatever it is. Say you have an account in State Bank of India, you can say *Yes. Or if it's Bank of Baroda, I can say *. But you only know that. So you have to practice to remember that. So now this is going to have something like a 28 characters long password. I think that should be strong enough. But then now you are going to have something for a net banking like this. Some banks insist on changing the password, say every 3 months or something, what to do for that. So we have a small hint here, like I said, orange ants eat blue cats at 1983. So supposing I have star I for ICICI, what I will do is that star I APR for April, because every quarter, the first quarter starts, financial quarter starts in April, then next quarter star June, I June, then I October, star I. It's up to you completely. There is no standard rule for that. What the rule you have is going to be the standard rule for us. Okay, so to create a strong password, you need to have basically build a strong passphrase that is going to be easy for you to remember, but it's going to be hard for others to guess. Then over that passphrase, add some more characters for each and every entity, like your net banking or Gmail or Yahoo Mail or this one, or bank accounts, whatever it is. You can have all these things. This is not going to be very easy for people to break it. This is how you create a strong password based on a passphrase. Why do we suggest have a password that is as long as possible? You can see on the screen as to how a 3-character, 5-character, 7-character password, how long does it take to break, or if it's going to be a longer character with a mix of alphabets, numbers, special characters. You can see from it's very obvious there as to how difficult it is going to be for even the computer to break your password if it is going to be pretty long onto that. Now let us see some guidelines on how to maintain your password. Password basically should be very easy for you to remember, but it's going to be very difficult for others to guess. Have it as a mix of capital letters, small letters, special characters, numbers. All these things have to be mixed liberally onto that, and have it as long as possible. That's one. Do not have the same password for all the accounts, because if one account is going to be compromised or hacked, everything will be open. So better to have some small changes so that the others are protected. And for supposing they want for every 3 months or to be changed, do not repeat the same password. As I said, April, July, etc. Have some basic rules for that. And do not record these passwords anywhere, but if you are going to record it, keep it in a safe place and share it only with people whom you have really confidently you can share. That is very, very essential for that to know. Do not have the standard as your spouse name, dog's name, date of birth, etc. as the password. They are all very, very easy to guess, and computers can do it in no time. You can do it. Then when you receive a password from the bank, PIN, etc., immediately change it. Immediately change it, and also destroy the mailer that is carrying your password, because until then it is not in your control. The moment it has come to you, you can change the password and destroy the mailer also. And change the password periodically. You don't need to wait for the bank to remind you saying that your password is 3 months old or 6 months old. You change it periodically. Make it as a habit and then change it periodically. And most recommended is that if you are going to use a password, particularly that has been used during your international travel, it is always recommended to change that password on coming back to your base location. So these are the basic ground rules for creating a password, for maintaining a password, and how to keep it safe. I hope this is going to be useful.